We are here at Hunter Creek, and there's a waterfall or a river that runs down there. Look at this view, people. This is just beautiful. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Alex Dorfling here, and here with your boy Dracodubz, and we are on Hunter Creek Trail talking about how to get out of a rut.
I'm claiming to be the creator, but I'm a savior. I take the strange variables of human life and make something out of the crazy quilt.
What is a rut? Well, a rut is when you're just kind of like, for me at least, it feels like you're just in this like static area. Everything's just staying still, nothing's really moving or getting better, and you're just kind of in this like mental state of, you're just like, you kind of have energy but you kind of don't. You feel motivated to do things, but at the same time you don't want to do anything. So the first tip and the best thing to do is to identify what a rut is. So when you're in a rut, the best thing to do is to first realize that you're in a rut and that you have a problem and you want to get out of it. So that's why you're probably watching this video. Also, changing out of your pajamas would be also very good, because when you're in your pajamas, your mind actually thinks, okay, this is for sleep, and so relaxing, so you're always going to want to be cozy, and so you're going to want to stay in one spot and not really do a whole lot. So that'll help. And then so change it to clothes for like going outside or exercising, or just some clothes you'd wear for outside. That'll help be the first step. And then do something like brush your teeth or take a shower. So taking that action will help you to get that momentum going, because there's a cycle between inspiration, motivation, and action. And so once you start taking a little bit of action and just get up and do something, then you'll be able to achieve a lot more. Don't be so hard on yourself. Just be like, hey, I got one thing done, and congratulate yourself and give yourself a small reward. And that will make you feel a lot better about just taking that one step forward. And that way, this will bring me to my next point, and this is why I brought up talking about changing your clothes. Dracodubz also wanted to mention something and put his input in.
So, I don't know if you guys noticed the backdrop, but if you guys have noticed in some of his previous videos, we were in my Subaru, and now we're actually in a different vehicle. I'm in a, show them the wheel, I'm in a Nissan right here. And the explanation for that is, so we were actually at the same location last weekend, right?
Yeah,
last weekend. And on the way down, like, we were actually like just chilling, having a good little hike, and on the way back down, my crankshaft snapped, so my engine was totaled. Basically, I didn't have a car for a little bit, memorized the bus, and like in that moment, it was just like, it felt like some freedom was stripped from me, like that free will was kind of stripped from me. But at the same time, like, even though it was really frustrating to start out with, it was very difficult to kind of get used to. For about a week and a half, while I was getting this set up to get a new vehicle and all that stuff, basically I kind of had some reflection on myself and about things, and gratitude, felt grateful for what I had. You know, even though I didn't have a car anymore, I was still grateful to be alive, you know, still grateful to at least have my own place and stuff like that, have friends and stuff. You know, I just kept myself in a positive spot until, you know, now I can drive again, and I'm out of that rut. And when you keep yourself in a positive spot, you can get through it a lot easier, and you actually reflect on that time after the rut and say, well, I learned a lot from that situation, you know? Like,
yeah.
You can learn a lot, especially when you kind of like I learned, one of the things I chose to do is, for some reason, you know, the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
So there was a thing where I could have just taken the bus and waited an hour on the bus, or I could have just walked halfway to the Meadowwood and then took the bus. I actually chose to walk halfway. I beat the bus every time. But like, I got the exercise in, you know.
Yeah.
I got to listen to my music really loudly.
You explore new things too, new areas that, I mean, a town you probably never seen before.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Just kind of walking in that area. I saw some of the apartments over there are really nice too.
Oh, I bet.
It has some nice trees that kind of like make it look like it's in a forest. Really nice. Really nice.
Oh yeah. Like, we're kind of where we are right now. It's a little trail area up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, also that gratitude thing really does help too. When you're just in that mental state, you know, sometimes a rut can be built up from a lot of stress and stuff, and so when you just kind of try and find the good in every situation, you're like, okay, you realize that everything's not as bad as it really seems, and you just don't know what's going to happen connecting the dots forward. But when you look back, you can definitely see what difference it makes. So me and Dracodubz here are going to go hiking on this trail, get some B-roll, show you guys. But the reason why is because exercise, going for a walk, also really helps with getting out of a rut. And there's Reno downtown. What a beautiful view from up here. Wow, just absolutely stunning. Out of a rut, it's that
Especially
physical
when it's more-
physique, yeah.
Especially when it's a depressive rut and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
if
definitely.
If you get fired or like you quit your job and you're a little frustrated, oh, I need to get some money in there. But like instead of sitting around all the time and feeling like sad, it's always great to just get up and go for a hike, go for a walk.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree, yeah. So like it also releases chemicals like serotonin and dopamine, which are actually feel-good chemicals in your brain that alter and help regulate your mood and like make you feel a lot better, you know? So that's why it's good to have that. Plus, also I learned from reading a few things online is that the sunlight from the sun actually helps you build minerals in your body, like the calcium and stuff like that. So without that, your body's not able to produce those metals that you need to be healthy and regulate all your stuff in your body. So actually getting some sunlight as well is also very crucial as well. So yeah, now that we've talked about physical physique, we're going to talk about our mental physique. And so basically something that I've learned a lot about, I'm going to do a future video on meditation, but they're talking about either doing yoga or meditation or reading a book or even going like on a walk like we are, and all those are benefits to help relieve your stress and just kind of help you get a better understanding of your self-reflection, just do like a little bit introspection of yourself and stuff like that, and you can start to understand yourself a little bit better as well. And so when you have those problems, you know, whenever you're in a rut or whatever, when you get to those problems again, it becomes a lot easier. So getting out of a rut and having a growth mindset, it's a skill to have, and it's very, very useful to have, because once you see those problems and you start building and keep doing it, it only gets easier each and every time. So you won't be in there for very long, and then it'll get you just easier out of those ruts. Well, I'll see you guys later. Stay legendary, stay beautiful. See you on the next adventure. There's one right there. Look at that one. Look, yo. Woo!